So here we are, round one, game one, and if you just saw the draft, we have an interesting deck. I don't know how I feel about it quite yet. This is the first time I played the format, which makes it a little more difficult, so it's a little harder to gauge. We did win the die roll, so we will go ahead and oops, play first. I don't know. I kind of wanted to draft a blue-black control deck. It's not where we ended up, but that's okay. This is an alright opening hand, I guess. I'll keep. I do have 3 lands. I have an early play, so that's just fine. And hopefully we'll be able to get this on time, turn 5 or 6. And we even have a little protection. So, decent hand. I'm happy with it. So first time playing. I have played a couple sealed games of this in paper format, so at least I've had a little experience. And that's more, and sealed can be very different from draft, but I had this sealed pool one game that I played that was just unbeatable. It was a lot of control, tons of counter spells. I had I think 2 or 3 copies of the exploit guy that can counter a creature, and I have the 2 blue counter spell that is a force spike or a counter spell if you have dragons, and just some removal to back it up, and some small creatures, a couple big houses for the end game, and it was just like unbeatable. So obviously that's not going to happen every time we play, but I think that was in my head as I was going into this draft. But you know, you can't force it. Those colors weren't coming to us. We opened a very good blue rare, but blue immediately dried up. So we're going up against black. Now black, obviously one of the big removal colors, but I don't know, I don't feel it has as much removal this time around. I also like the dash creatures quite a bit, and we didn't really see a lot of those floating around either. Well, that's not a bad deal. Wow. I'll take that turn 2 and turn 3 anytime it wants to give it to me. Get basically Delver Secrets. I feel written to be. So say I feel some bounce coming on. We have a nice blocker we can put out next turn no matter what happens. We do have to start hitting some land drops though. Thinking about his attack, I don't know. If he wants to come in, I'll take the 2, but he doesn't. Map the Waste would keep us moving on our curve. However, well, if I play Map the Waste this time, I should have played it because it's Bolster if I was going to play it. But again, I could draw a card next turn, or I could draw a land next turn. I'm just going to put out the blocker here. I think that's fine. There's no reason to get greedy. You want to be careful too, because obviously that 3/2 flyer is going to be a prime target. I could bolster it yet again, but I'm just making it more of a target. What would almost be better for us is if he put out a flyer and we draw a land, and then we could play Pinion Feast. That would be a pretty huge swing. Also playing Map the Waste there. If we don't lose our 3/2 flyer, it doesn't really change the clock at all. So but this is why I really like these small creatures in this set. I don't know. Feels like we're both stuck on 3 lands. You know, I feel like our hand is good. We have a nice curve for when we do hit our lands. But a lot of times I think people get these big dragons stuck in their hand if they're not careful. You just have to have restraint, obviously. I mean, we drafted a couple nice big houses, and they're there, but they're not clogging up our hand right now or anything like that. And our opponent has disconnected. So, Magic Online, there you have it. And he's back, so that's good. I'm glad he was able to make it back. And he's got a Cobra. Which is fine for us. He also got his land drop. Puts him in a tough spot, though, if this does go 3 games. Okay, so we don't have the flyer. We do want to go ahead and get that last land online, I think, at this point. So let's just do this. Take the forest. He doesn't have anything like reach, right? Okay, I didn't think so. Just making sure. So we have a few options here. Our next turn, I mean, if he does play a flyer, we got an answer to it. We also have the center soul, so we can play around with that a little bit. And let's see if he's got the big dragon. Oh, he's got the bounce. Okay. Unfortunately, we can't center soul. So that does change the board state a little bit, but he's being fairly non-aggressive. Um, this guy will have trample. Actually, everything will have trample. Let's just put him down on the board. The Death Toucher is going to slow us down a little bit, but hopefully we can pull. Huh, it's interesting. He attacked with his bird. Well, I could give it pro. It was too soon to do that. Well, it does have trample. Maybe it'll do this. I don't want anything blocking this guy. I think I'm going to Center Soul. I want to be sort of aggressive here because right now he does have the better board state. I got a counterspell maybe. Okay. So he's got us there. Alright, so what else can we play for our board state? I could get this guy online just in case he pulls something that I want to naturalize. The other option too, over the course of the next couple turns, I mean he's not being very aggressive here. We can go ahead and play the Lightwalker again, and then maybe kill the Aven. I just hate to spend this on the Aven. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's quite alright. Glad I didn't play the Lightwalker. Now he's going in with his bird. That's cool. Need one of our bombs is what we need. Okay. And this is an instant, so I'm just going to hold on to it. It costs one more to cast than I have right now. But when the time comes, at instant speed, I can maybe get rid of the Aven. Okay, so what is that? What do we want to do? We're going to lose these two cards, so let's just buff this guy. Mind Rot's a good card. Definitely messed with our plan here. Now that puts him down to one card. Oops. Discard. That puts him down to one card. Puts us down to no cards. So we're just playing off the top deck here. And so he's got the commanding board presence. And he's got a play as well, it looks like. So this is Manifest card. And we're drawing lands. We're on the land drawn. So he's going to be able to get in for 4. So he's got a 3-turn clock on us now. We really need one of our bombs. Doesn't quite qualify. We'll put him down, but so we need an answer and quick. Again, he's going to come in for 4. Nothing we can really do about it. And we draw land, so that will be game. So I could concede here. I just want to see. I doubt he'll play anything, but probably should have held on the land, make him think I had something. See if he played another spell. But see if you want to give us any more information. He beat us down with some even surveyors. So, all right, what do we know about his deck now? So we got hit. I mean, we got hit pretty hard with. I mean, there's nothing to naturalize. I mean, obviously, we'll put this in against him. The other center soul will probably be good against the Avens. Part of me kind of almost feels like, I don't know. These bolster spells. Yeah, I don't know if I really want to put those in. Okay, so what are we going to take out? That would have been useful to deal with the snake. He's not super aggressive. This guy really did nothing for us. Probably just screw up our bolster more than anything, so I'm just going to take him out. Anything else that's there that can mess up the bolster plan? Well, Reaper could. But I like having the one drop, especially since we're going to be on the play. Charter Pawn would have been good for us, especially with the center souls, but we may have to ditch that just because I don't know if we have anything else. Epic Confrontations would have been good, just didn't happen for us. Another reason I like blue, there's some nice card draw. I love Anticipate, but anyway.